Hi YouTube, welcome on in. In case you guys don't know who I am, my name is Ed. I'm a psychologist. I tend to go ahead and analyze anime, video games, everything in between by doing deep dives into the psychoeducational analysis portion. I do want to go ahead and start by saying, hey, sit back, relax, grab a snack. We will go in depth about everything. There's going to be a lot of stopping, forewarning. We're probably going to analyze anything and everything that we can because that's just what this channel is about. It's about analyzing the characters, psychologically breaking down scenes, themes, whatever is being presented on here, and if it's realistic or not. And honestly, they're saying that I got that wolf in me, and I got to say I have a big wolf dog. We all got that wolf in us, brothers. But I'm super duper excited. We have all these wonderful individuals here. And everyone that voted for Spice and Wolf on YouTube and Twitch. You guys are amazing. I appreciate y'all. Absolute fucking goats. Absolute goats. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, come and join us on Twitch. We are doing this every Friday at 6 p.m. Arizona time. We will be doing Spice and Wolf analysis here along with Oregairu. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready? Set. I honestly, the only thing I know about this show, just being straight up about it, is number one, of course, there's an '08 original, and that this is a remake. And then number two, apparently there's a wolf, because you guys are making a bunch of things. But I do have a couple questions because it's clear, you know, we do these live. Number one, who is Holo, or what is Holo? Because you guys keep saying Holo, 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 Holo. Is that it's a wise wolf in economics. It's in economics. Holo, you mean Corvo? Holo the wise wolf. All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, let's just jump straight into it. I'm sorry. I'm a bit. Oof.
しょっぱい大きな池を見に行った話はどうじゃ？それ聞いたよ。では、偉そうにしておったたわけの尻を噛んでやった話はどうじゃ？そりゃ。ねえねえ、今夜のお話は？しょっぱい大きな池を見に行った話はどうじゃ？それ聞いたよ。では、偉そうにしておったたわけの尻を噛んでやった話はどうじゃ？それも聞いた。子供っぽい話じゃなくて、今までに聞いたことのない話はないの？ならば遠い遠い村で始まる少々昔の物語はどうかや。ここよりもずっと南の地に村の豊作を守る狼がおったという話じゃ。狼
I can already tell the fucking character design is probably gonna be fucking adorable. The fucking little cute white hair, little conversation. Okay, I'm gonna back it up. I have a whole thing.
狼はその約束を守り続けた。ずっと長い間。いつしかその村では見事に実った麦穂が風に揺れることを狼が走るというようになった。
You know what this feels like? And I'm gonna be straight up about it. I fucking love this. And I love the way when a story starts off like this. And yes, I am backing it up. We are a minute in. But the reason why I'm stopping and we're restarting is there's a beautiful element in this. And even in therapy, there's an aspect of narrative therapy and even existential therapy that we use where it's about expanding your own horizons when you're telling a story, right? So why do you guys think I'm stopping here? First off, right? Number one, the way that this story is being presented, the way that this narrative is being told, it's a big reflection moment. And like, even without, you know, as I said, I haven't watched the original one. There's a sense of like longing. There's a sense of like loneliness of the past. There's a sense of like, I say of the past, but like, you know, the stories that are being told. Like there's a sense of quite literally taking this in and like, there's like a gravitas to it, right? There's weight to it. There's weight to the story that's being told, right? So and one of the key elements through this, I want to go ahead and take this in, right? How does this sound if you were to take everything out and just put it contextually as to what's being said here? On a snowy day, you know, behind like a crackling fire, like this is what we were saying. What does that do for you as an individual? If I'm telling you this narrative of what is happening here, where do you go from here? For me, it like number one, let's break this little piece. Hold on. So a lot of people often associate snow with winter, love. Let's touch on this. Let's actually touch on this. Because this is one of the key elements that I do want to go ahead and talk about. Snow has more associations than just simply, oh, snow is winter, right? Snow can be about love. Snow can be about death, can be about change, can be about winter, can be about loneliness. Snow has a bigger capacity, right, of a struggle. And even like if we even want to trace it all the way back, right, into some of the core elements as to like what is a good storytelling, right? Okay, that reminds me of Genshin Impact's snow is daily life, and for some people, snow is home. I'll share this story with you guys for you guys to get an understanding of this. When I was living abroad, I would talk about 110-degree weather, 120-degree weather, walking barefoot in the desert, and getting little thorns stuck in the bottom of my foot as I ran around, right? And understanding that, like, there was a lot of pain. It was like, but we were still going through and we would have fun as kids and whatnot. Most people, when I was like, living abroad, would be like, that sounds horrible. But for me, telling that story, that was me talking about home. That was me talking about, like, because the desert can be a struggle. The desert can be lonely. The desert can be absolutely cold. The desert can bring in a lot of different elements the same way that the snow can. But for me, reminiscing and talking about aspects like this, it was an aspect that bring it in. So different things can be presented in different ways, right? Board cam or top of Russia, 1941. Which is why I wanted to go ahead and touch on this. And this is one of the key elements I wanted to go ahead and bring up. Like, for you, looking at this and looking at the warmness that surrounds this, what are these characters? Is this siblings? Are these siblings? Mom and daughter? Strangers? Or other? We don't know. I suppose mom and daughter. And then, that's the right question to ask. There are already no shared stories. So we're getting an aspect of passage of time. And that's what I wanted to go ahead and highlight with this. There's such an amazingness with this opening. Legitimately. This opening, for me, it makes me feel warm. It makes me feel cozy. It makes me feel like we've been through some shit already in the first minute of just the narrative that they're telling, right? It's like, hey, I'm telling you all these stories, right? Clearly some stuff has happened, and like, this is where we are. This is what's happening here. That's just the fireplace head. Hold up. What story will you tell me tonight? And I feel like this section is already a 30-minute analysis. It's good, man. Hold up. It's really, really good. It really, really is. It is so good, so cool. It's obvious. So even looking at this, I want you guys to pay attention to this. What story will you tell me tonight? So it's repetitive. And there's a nice symmetry about every shot that is being put here, right? It's framed in such a nice way. It's framed in a powerful way that for me, it makes me wonder a couple of things. If you guys were living in this house alone, would it be as warm as it shows here? And this is an introspective question I want you to ask yourselves. If you guys were living alone in this house, do you think that it would spark up in a similar layer of warmth as the show is portraying? And if not, or if yes, why? This is something I'm questioning as we're going through. And the reason being is because sometimes there's layers of warmth. Absolutely, Sagas. I read that earlier. Warmth has different meanings altogether, right? And warmness sometimes can literally be just having someone there or caring about someone. And sometimes you can be alone. You can literally be happy and content with yourself, but you feel like you're missing something. Oh. As if a pompous fool.
ならば遠い遠い村で始まる少々昔の物語はどうかや。ここよりもずっと南の地に村の豊作を守る狼がおったという話じゃ。狼はその村の若者と約束を交わしたんじゃ。村の麦を豊作にするようにと。狼はその約束を守り続けた。ずっと長い間。
Whenever I hear this words of affirmations, not words of affirmations, but confirmation. These words of like, and I've heard this before, even in people that come to like couples therapy or even grief counseling, where it's like, for example, I'll share this. I had an older lady come to a session a long time ago, and their husband had just passed away. And they're like, I really kept my promise. I think it's time. I think it's time for me to go. It sounds, for them, it was about letting go of the past, being able to take those steps forward, aspects like that, right? So the reason why I'm bringing this up is, why do you think sometimes we say these things? Why do you think that sometimes, even unconsciously, subconsciously, however you want to remediate, we alliterate certain words or certain verbiage, right? Without consciously being 100% aware of it? Comfort. We really went through that. We really went through that. Adds in 5 to 10, Lord Ed. Oh, thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
狼はその村の若者と約束を交わしたんじゃ。村の麦を豊作にするようにと。狼はその約束を守り続けた。ずっと長い間。
Hearing that, it kept it for an exceedingly long time. For me, it makes me wonder, because the wording doesn't really change, right? Long time. The real question is, what are they drinking? Good question.
いつしかその村では見事に実った麦穂が風に。ずっと長い間。
I love this. And I love this shot for a reason, right? It's following everything that's been shown previously. All the other shots that's been shown previously have been centered in a beautiful way. The fireplace, right? You have everything nicely looked around. But this one, the curtains are draping over and covering them. We're hearing all this exposition. We're seeing the outside. Let me ask you guys this. Is this a romance story? Or is this a story about a journey? Liminal space, right? Is this more a story of like a journey or economics, as you guys have been saying? Like, where does this land specifically? All of it. SBI, welcome on in. That's the right question. It can be both. It can absolutely be both. But I guess another question is, are we going to be hurt boys? Are we going to be in pain, but at the same time heal? Are we going to feel lonely, but at the same time feel loved? Because the way that this show is being portrayed, and the way that this question is going into it, right, is look at the way that we're getting this exposition, right? It's very Brechtian in a certain way where everything else is showing us the background art, it's showing us the side. Yes, it's giving us an influence into the room, but we don't even get to see their face. We don't even get to see their face as we're transitioning into this. Which brings up the next question. Is the narrator reliable? Are there going to be elements that are going to be a little bit fluffed up in the way that any storytelling is done? And I know for some people, you guys might be like, wait, what are you talking about? Even in therapy, we have people tell their story over and over, once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, however many times, right? And as they go through, people start changing what happens in that story because we want to go ahead and fix or go over certain parts, or we deem certain other areas more important than others. For example, some people in here might love, for them, their big aspect might be ReZero. That might be a pivotal moment of change for them that, like, as a narrator, they would highlight. Other people, it'd be Moshiko Tensei. And if people are telling the story of, say, it's the Psyculturists channel here differently, people would go through, like, certain animes differently than others would. right? So we all have a different aspect of like where our stories go, our narration goes. But for this in particular, I'm wondering, are the stories that are going to be highlighted, or the story that is being told, how truthful is it in its regard to its core? If it's truly enough, it must be true. It could be true to that person, but is it true to the world at large? With that being said, let's keep going, guys. Sorry, apologies.
見事に実った麦穂が風に揺れることを狼が走るというようになった。風で麦穂が倒れることを狼に踏まれたと言い、不作の時は狼に食われたとも言った。狼は村で大切にされたんだね。そうじゃな。めでたしめでたし。お話はそれで終わり？いや、どれだけ時が過ぎたのか。もはや狼との約束を覚えている者はおらんくなった。親しみと恐れを込めて語る。
This anime is beautiful. This anime is amazing. Oh my god, this anime is beautiful. I want to talk about that. Self-soothing techniques. Even when we're storytelling, we do unconscious actions to quite literally soothe ourselves or be able to tell a story properly. Sometimes we must feel what we're talking about, taste what we're talking about. Some people, I know, hey, yo, those hands for free? No, but some people must literally, they can only tell certain stories at certain elements. What I find interesting though, I don't know if it's wine or the color behind it, right? Her running her hand on it and her protecting it. Or covering it, which for me there's a lot of symbolism into this that I'm sort of trying to pick apart and think at, which that looks like wine, which doesn't make sense at all. Wait, what do you mean that? Oh, you're gonna rate the hands, wine or tea? Sure. Thanks, Yolo, appreciate it.
麦は人がまき、育て、収穫するものとなり。狼が恵んでくれるものだなどと信じている者はいなくなったんじゃな。
Right.
ねえ、それじゃあその狼はどうしたの？さてそんな折、村にはの。
I guess here's the sad part and an actual true part that I think it's touching on. Stories, legends. What happens, ladies and gentlemen? What happens over time? I like how that's still there. What happens over time? They get warped. They get changed. People stop believing. People stop caring. Traditions start to die. In an element like this, what would it be like for someone to witness this happen? To witness these stories start getting warped? I want to talk a little bit about existentialism. What would happen to you guys? And I know I'm taking a little while to think because it's such a beautiful way, but deep, fucking deep. And I mean this legitimately. The way that this show just presented this little opening is fucking deep. And I feel like most people are just going to zoom by it and it's going to go over people's heads. What is your story? I want to start off by that. You can be like, you know what? This is my story. Blah, 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 blah. What if you were the keeper of other people's stories? What would that do to you? Say that you're 20 years from now, 30 years from now. Your friends, you're the last one of your friends still alive. And you remember them. You remember what they've been told about. You remember what's been happening. What if the stories get twisted? What if the stories are all of a sudden for the people that you've known, for who they are, the good, the bad, the ugly, for what you're doing in this world, for others and whatnot? What if that story gets twisted? What if all of a sudden people stop caring altogether? And you're the last one left with your story. With this story. With what you know for them to be them. With the stories getting twisted. With people stop caring. How would you feel? I'd feel alone. I'd feel lonely. I'd feel like it's a curse after a while. This is me. I don't know about you guys. But if I was the last one, right, in a similar way where, stories get twisted or things get forgotten or whatnot, and it started off with one purpose and you started going through, I'd feel alone. I would feel scared. I'd feel lonely. I'd feel empty. Yeah. Do you feel... We'll put it this way. You're 70 years old. Remember all of this. You're 70. You're in a routine. You carry all of that with you day after day after day. You have a bucket list. BL. Bucket list. Not boy love for all you Yowie fans, but a bucket list. What would this do for you? Is this, if your family, if other people expect you to follow this routine, day in, day out, same schedule, every single day? What does this do to you as an individual, as a keeper of stories, as a whatever? What would this do to you? You have a bucket list. You have a bucket list. You have stuff that you want to do, stories that you want to tell, adventures that you want to foretold, but you are in a routine. What does that do to you? So now we're lost. Now we're lonely. And this is where we're going to bring it up. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm using this as a perfect opportunity to go ahead and bring this up and talk about it because it's being done in such a beautiful way that I'm legitimately astounded. Astounded. You're unsatisfied. If you can't get to this bucket list, do you feel fulfilled? No. And according to Erickson's psychosocial stages, maturity, middle adulthood to maturity. Will I provide something of real value? And have you lived a full life? Have you lived a full life? Older adults need to look back on life and feel a sense of fulfillment. Success at this state leads to a feeling of wisdom, while failure results in regret, bitterness, and despair. And sadly, when we get to bitterness and despair, that's where we start seeing a lot more of the different mental health issues start rising in the older population. We start seeing a lot of the learned helplessness. You are the learner. You are the keeper of your friend's stories as you keep going. And I hate to fucking put it this way, and I hate to be fucking real with you, but at some point, you're going to be a keeper of your friend's stories, of your family's stories. At some point, those stories are going to get twisted. So what are you going to do about it? Whoo! Sorry, guys. It just brought up a whole fucking element here of quite literally generativity versus stagnation and quite literally ego identity versus despair as we were talking about it. That's why I looked at this intro and I was like, no fucking way. No fucking way. How is this being done so beautifully? And it's 1 minute, 30 seconds, 2 minute showcasing just this aspect of most people would be like, oh cool, we're about to go into whatever, right? Holy shit, dude. Adults success leads to a feeling of accomplishments or usefulness, while failure results in shallow involvement in the world. And that's exactly it. Erickson's psychosocial stages are absolutely wonderful to reference at stages like this, and even at stages as to storytelling. Why are you telling this story? You're already keeper. You just don't realize it yet. Yep. Do you know that the man is not dead while his name is still spoken? Yeah, in some cultures, absolutely. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and highlight this, and I wanted to go ahead and bring this up and talk about it because I'm like, holy shit, we're a minute 53 seconds in, and this show has just fucking expanded on a concept of existentialism. This show has just oh yeah, here you go. Here's this, here's that. It's here's the concept of existentialism I'm going to throw at you guys. And it's going to be in the light mode, but it's kind of fucking heavy. It's kind of heavy. Whoo. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep going. Sorry. I told you guys we're going to be pausing. We're going to be talking a lot. We're going to be analyzing. Opening time. I'm gonna let the OP play out first. This is beautiful. Who's singing this? Who sings this? Hanaho. Ah! All right, I want to go back and analyze this. Is this good? Yeah, get. Holy shit, brother. Can I go back and analyze this opening, please, chat? Please. Please. Hi, the nameless. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Yeah, I want to stop right there, and I do want to talk about this right here. This is going to be my first part of actual stop, and I'm going to make a silly observation, and I'm going to make a real observation. Silly observation. What? Okay, but now, Wolf. But now, oh God, everyone, Wolf. 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 Now, looking at this, there's an element in this where I'm kind of curious about. Two different things altogether. And this is even kind of funny in of itself, but it's beautiful in that aspect. We have a wolf that kind of looks naked standing in a very beautiful, picturesque element here, right? Standing on the wheat field. Two different worlds altogether. Exactly. Two different worlds altogether. But let me ask you this, right? Same colors for the first part. Number one. I guess number one, I'm assuming that this person, and of course as the scene goes on, is probably going to be somewhat related to this person or this person itself. Yeah. I'm assuming just based off of this, and everything in here, it's pointing to that. That's a logical assumption. I assure you. So I want to touch on this. Going through a wheat field, what is that for some people? And I want to touch on these elements because there's aspects of freedom in this, right? There's aspects of freedom, but at the same time, serene, yeah, freedom. So I guess if I ask you guys this, guys, for some people, getting on their motorcycle and going across country, what is that for them? Freedom. For some people, a trip to the hospital. For some people, literally getting on a car ride or doing a car ride or going out at night or having the ability to get in a car and a plane somewhere and go halfway across the world or to another country or, drive or whatnot, it's freedom. For some people, especially if you're to go and take that concept and bring it back into like older times, you had aspects of like, and even still today, owning land. If you guys had the opportunity to have your own house, have your own environment to do whatever you want, what is that for you guys? Freedom. However, let me flip this through itself. Can it also be your own cell? Can this freedom also be what limits you? Freedom is watching a long ad stream. Exactly. For managed democracy, brothers. But no, because for example, what's freedom to me might not be freedom for you. And we might have very opposite aspects of liberation, of being free, of whatever that may be. Right? And that's the key element through this. For some people, I like to, like, if I was like, hey, I like to sleep naked, that's my version of freedom. And for other people are like, nah, bro, you're insane. That's wild. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because I feel as though, like, this opening, just real quick, it's touching on an element like this. Just the wind blowing through the wheat field, right? Her standing up and being in a very, what most would consider, vulnerable position, right? Being naked is a very vulnerable position, but yet they don't seem affected by that. They don't seem to even care or mind it. They're not paying attention to this. They're not really like, you know, whatever it is what it is, right? And instead, they're looking at, of course, the guy in the carriage or guy in the whatever. Guy in the carriage. Is that what you would call it technically still? Guy, okay, whatever. Could also be not hiding. Yep. Coins. What time period is this show supposed to be in? Because then comes in my aspect of friendship, making genuine friendships, making connections. And even through this, if this is an economy-based show, I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind. Straight up. If this show is an economy-based show, and you're like, Edgar, this is more of an economy-based romance show, medieval fantasy, I'm going to keep this in the back of my mind and bring up different elements that at least I know of or that I've touched on in my time. I guess in elements through this comes in the next question. If you're going around, you're helping people, and especially if it is the wolf person, what would happen to you? I know she's real. She's real. What would happen to you in that environment, chat? Low fantasy medieval setting. What would happen to you in an environment like this? That's where my thoughts going is what would happen if I were to go ahead and say that like Loki, my big wolf husky, were to be like a person. If I walked around with him, what would happen to him? I'm looking at this and my fear is skyrocketing, especially knowing that you guys are saying that this is the medieval ages. There was a lot more struggles, a lot more fucking scams. There was a lot more everything happening back in the day where people were just outsmarting one another for the most basic things. Luckily now we know that number one, you're not a Nigerian prince that has $10 billion. You know, and number two, like we have a lot more common sense to bring aspects of self and incorporations into society and maybe even be a little bit kinder. No Bitcoin. Oh. 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 I think it's these elements of the story that's genuinely going to showcase these characters like getting closer that I love. I love a good show that shows like romance, actual like either romance or togetherness or friendship like this. Like, do you guys know why? Do you guys know why? There's a big word I love to throw around. There's a big reason why, even just looking at this intro, you can tell. Propinquity, motherfuckers! Propinquity! It's a big psychological word, I know. The P word, propinquity. The more time that you spend with someone, right? And especially if it's a good someone that's done something either good for you, can be bad as well, right? The more attached that you start to feel, the more that these feelings may start to grow. This is why professional boundaries are important. And this is why, and in case you guys are wondering, what is propinquity? Is propinquity even real nowadays? I'm sure you guys have heard the term work husband, work wife. That doesn't just start off because, oh yeah, we were good friends. It starts off usually because propinquity starts playing a big role. And people start redefining the roles, which is why you got to be careful. And you always have to go ahead and put a quick... You know, like, hey, this is cool, this is not cool element and things like that. Like, looking at things like this, the more time that you spend with someone, the closer that you can get, the more of a bond that you can actually start to form. And the more vulnerable you can become with that person, the more that you start to trust them. but to what extent? And that is the question that I'm having here. Oh God. This scene right here scares me. Whatever this is already scary, but not that. This. People walking in the field normally, right? To it coming to what's looking like either a riverbed, a sewer, something holding lanterns. Almost like you know, going to go hunt for a monster type of a thing. That switch in philosophy is fucking scary. I haven't watched the original. Comfy Bike, what do you mean? I'm doing this with you guys. You guys voted for this. This is what I'm thinking about, right? Is how stories, witch hunting, yeah. How stories are quickly told and flipped. And especially if this is actually like a real element that's going out there, right? Of these two maybe even traveling together. What would happen from one day these individuals being labeled as amazing individuals, and the next day these individuals being labeled as like demons and horrible, and we must hunt them down, and so on and so forth, right? Bound to their land by the farms they put in wheat was nothing. Yeah, exactly. Oh, God. And again, very fucking awesome way of just showcasing this. It's a first. Oh. Oh. I love how this opening shows like a lot of just like their interactions together. Question for you guys. And I genuinely mean this, and it's not a spoiler for you to answer this. How much are they gonna like talk with one another throughout the show? And I don't just mean like, oh, well, they're the main characters or something like that. Like, I mean, how good is their conversation? How good is their banter? How good is the way that they interact with one another and go in this world for you personally? For you, how good is this? Like, you know, like their actual good. It's a banger constantly. Fucking peak, brother. Fucking peak. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Rebelling turned down temples, hunting down worship. Yeah. If you can, Tarot, that would be amazing. I'd probably do it for next stream. A lot to fucking analyze. We're 44 minutes in, and it's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. God damn. Okay, I do gotta talk about this real quick. Back in the days, especially like traveling merchants and, you know, just merchants in general, I do want to talk about this, which is, how many of you think that you would be a traveling merchant? How many of you think that you would want to be a merchant? I'll be honest, I wouldn't. There's one reason for it. How lonely do you think those roads are? Like, legitimately. Like, if you're traveling endlessly and it'd be scary, you can get robbed, there might be bandits going around, it's dangerous, but like, get a companion. But that's the element that I was going to bring up, is even through this, right, extremely, why do you think that that's so normal? And even we do it. even we do it nowadays. And some of you guys might not even fucking know this, right? Some of you guys might not even fully comprehend it. You're playing a video game for a long, long time. You're in your room for a long time. No one's around you. What do you start doing? A lot of people start doing this just naturally. A lot of people start talking to themselves, either internally or externally. A lot of people start anthropomorphizing aspects like, that's right, Senor Pinguino, fuck them, right? Fuck them, right? A lot of people, we start doing things to start entertaining ourselves, so that we don't feel as lonely in an environment where there's nothing around us, right? We start doing different aspects, different things. Doesn't have to be video game related. Could just be like you're walking somewhere, you're in a road trip for a long, long time. The definition of insanity is doing something over and over again and again and again without any real point, right? Any form of advancement. Talking to yourself internally, completely normal. It's actually healthy. And it's a completely normal aspect that you're going to come out and you're going to start anthropomorphizing aspects. You're going to start twisting the narrative. I'm not saying it's abnormal. Totally normal. However, doing this for extended periods of time, though, is that healthy? If you're driving for 8 hours every single day by yourself at night, or 10 hours or whatnot, and you're or 24 hours or however long, you're just consistently driving by yourself, no one around you. How good is that for you? How good are your social skills? How good is your ability to go ahead and put that thing aside? How do you vent? How do you bring up stuff that is exciting in your world? That's why I'm saying the life of a merchant, especially back then, must have been so lonely. I feel like if I was in his shoes, I would be looking for a companion. I would be looking for a friend. I would be looking for someone to save me from whatever that might be. If it weren't so dangerous traveling around, it would be a deal. And that's my job. My social skills are okay. Anyway, sorry guys. I don't mean to go in this little soapbox, but it was like, looking at this, I'm like, fuck, what a hard job to have. And like, my heart fucking breaks, bro. Also comes in the other aspect though. Or back in the day, who's not to say that your shit can't be fluctuated wildly? If religion, or if this is a religious building, let's say that religion is a big part of this, who's not to say, hey, my name's Ed, and I sell expo markers. I sell them for a great price. I traveled 5,000 miles here to try and get these expo markers right over here for you guys for a great deal, great price, you could tell they're very, very high quality. Who wouldn't like, I'm such a cute I'm such a cute guy. Who wouldn't want to buy these expo markers? Yeah, cool. I can be charismatic. I can try and flirt with you guys. I can try and be like, yo, these are high quality. Can't you tell? Oh, that means more business. More people are going to come to your business or whatever. I can try and emphasize all of this. But if there is a person of higher authority, who's not to say that all of a sudden I come to you 5,000 miles away and it's like, oh yeah, it turns out, these expo markers are the devil's work. Sir, you can't sell any of this. I'm over here fucking gasm, bro. I fucking gasm at where's this show gonna go? Number one, bringing in different aspects and different frame shots like this, right? Get shot, or the church is allowed to, or only the church. Exactly, Asher Murphy. And that's the thing is, oftentimes there were elements where things could be barred, things could be banned. All of a sudden, you're left with the fucking. Oh well, I took out 100 million rupees for these markers to come over here, and I was trying to make 1 billion rupees. But now, what do? I have a feeling the church is going to be the enemy in this. Could be, especially with the way that it's being framed, right? Anyway, all right, let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going, brothers. Knocked. Oh.
これは村でもらってきた麦束です。寒さに強く虫にも食われにくい品種らしくて。
Nice.
何事ですか？普段この辺りには騎士様などいらっしゃらないはずですが。 実はこの辺りの村で異教徒の祭りが開かれると聞いてな。異教徒？この世界を創造した偉大なる唯一神を崇めぬ者どものことよ。北方はともかくこの辺りにもまだ残ってるとはな。
I'm scared for you, my dude. I don't even know you and I don't even know your story yet, but I'm already fucking terrified of you. What happens if you become the church's #1 enemy? What happens if legitimately, if you become the enemy of someone of a greater power? Could be other merchants, could be other things. Pro tip, don't. Pro tip, don't. Oh, man. It's purging time. It's purging time.
貴様は何か知らんか？さて。異教徒の村か。こんにちは。お久しぶりです。
おお、あんたは確か
行商人のクラフト・ロレンスです。
Kraft. I love his fucking name, Kraft. Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese, my brother. It sounds like crusading time.
今年も豊作のようですね。
およ、見てくれこれよ。
やれ。
Also, genuine question for you, because there is a little bit of romanticism in this, right? Which is, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Which is, how do you guys think that cart must smell? And I do mean this. I am throwing this out there, right? Because right now we're surrounded by our modern smells, right? Which everything, I hate to put it, is fabricated in some way, shape, or form. You know, expo markers. I'm kidding. Don't do that. You know, so on and so forth. Like, he's carrying around a bunch of furs and stuff in the back. There's like, you know, he's walking around, people working. We don't know the hygiene standards of back then, you know, rotten flesh. I assume people back then just got, yeah, I assume so as well. Like the smell's probably really earthy, if anything. But that's the main element, is a lot of people seem to romanticize the ideals of the past. Like, oh yeah, if I was sent to ReZero World or Moshkotense, I would survive. I would do this, I would do that. They would probably get killed by the fucking virus or bacteria out there. And also because our smells aren't accustomed to things. Like, we aren't accustomed to certain things. Some things smell fucking great, like sandia, watermelon. Oh, give me a watermelon, brother. You know, they would smell fucking great. There are other things out there. I would catch a cold in a week where we would smell and we'd be like, what is that? What is that smell? The people might consider that food, but for you, that's not food.
に会いに来たんですが、どこにいますか？
やれならあっちの畑だな。
ありがとうござ
Over
います。
yonder.
急がんとやれに会えんかもしれんぞ。
え？
あそこは若い者が多くて手際が悪いでな。
Do you,
多分今
Valentin?
年はあそこの誰かがホロだろうて。
ホロ。
Hello.
欲張りの手からはホロが逃げるぞ。最後に狼を掴むのは誰だ誰だ。最後の人だわだ。借りすぎないようにしろ。欲張りの手。
That, ooh, careful not to cut too much. Oh, and they go through and they cut the last little bit. Oh.
Hmm?
Ooh. Do I sense pagan worship? Oh! Chat! YouTube! You guys better drop a big ol' awoo for him here. But no, it's semblances like this. It is stories like this that gather us together. hate to put it like this, even the good and the bad stories. In Mexican culture, we have La Llorona, or El Cucuy, right? Which is, yes, it's a scary element for some kids to hear these stories, right? But what are they told for? Hey, don't keep your kids out late at night, right? Kids don't play out late at night. We have like 101 different stories and different variations of themes and stuff presented throughout any culture. And sometimes we share these stories as a way of togetherness, right? El Duende. Yeah, I'm not going to say it at Night Sagas, but absolutely. El Duende. But like so on and so forth. Like that's one of the key elements that I'm trying to bring up to this is when we're looking at stories like this, there's also an aspect of respecting tradition and respecting self, right? In some of the elements that are being told. And something that fucking pisses me off, especially talking about this, is when people desecrate or like spit on people's traditions. When people literally go and deface whatever might be something of value towards a certain individual and just completely deface it, tear it down, draw on it, try and kick it down, spray paint on it, whatever, right? And you can tell it means something for someone. Oof. It's just like, oof. Especially if they're nice old individuals. Saki, one black dude. Wait, what? It's just a black dude with one leg. Wonder how they came up with that. Really? In Brazil? Oh shit. But that's why I'm looking at this and I'm like looking at some of these stories and some of these togetherness. Sometimes we tell stories to come together as a community and be able to go out and take on the front. Yes, it's ritualistic. Yes, for some people you might not take it together. It might be just be like whatever, right? That's how cultures evolve and change. Yeah, for new ones. However, Lysian, that's also how individuals start doing some of the same mistakes. When the stories and history starts getting changed so much that you don't remember what originally happened or brought it there, or you're not aware of the situation there, or you're more prone to do the same mistakes or similar mistakes, right? They turned it into a fun game. Oh. I'm so glad that this didn't turn fucking dark. I'm so glad that they didn't just start curb stomping him or something. My mind went fucking dark, chat. We've been watching a lot of dark anime, guys. Raccoon, thanks so much for the raid. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing well. How you doing? They still could decorating him into this. Dude, I was so fucking scared. I thought that they were just gonna circle him and start like fucking curb stomp everyone. Oh, why they're locking him away? But Raccoon, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're practicing that self-care. Slayer Mouse and everyone appreciate you coming through. Oh.
またなってお前。1週間は出てこれないだろう。
You won't come out for a week. Oh. But it's these traditions, though, that do make a beautiful... I don't know. I find traditions like this and little things like this awesome and beautiful. Yes, we do change them, but it's so fucking awesome and wholesome to see. Some of them. There are others where I raise an eyebrow at, you know, especially, you know, when it turns to painting certain people's face a certain color, you know, and then saying, oh, that's just... chimney dust that fell on their face. And you're the ones that are being weird. Nah, fam. Aztec traditions stare. There are certain ones, you know, where you could just be like, wait a minute. We're cleaned out of the festival. Dutch being called out. Oh. Oh, bonfire. That's an element in that, though. It's not necessarily Pete itself, but like the prime aspects of like people still wanting things to be a certain way. And it's like, we can evolve from situations like that, right? I can't believe chimney orphans are getting canceled. Chimney orphans. Yeah, that Saint Nick apparently kidnapped or something, according to the Dutch or something, right? But also, locking away Holo to secure another harvest kind of things. They also called them Holo because the last wheat. But through that, it's bringing up an awesome element of like, they're going through the ritualistic aspects. And even today, I hate to put it this way, right? Which is, what ritualistic aspects do we go through today? There's one that I fucking hate. I fucking hate. Well, there's two, right? We go to the movie theater. Okay, lights are coming down. Awesome. Movie ends. Some people. Woo! Yeah! Woo! They start fucking applauding and going all wild at the movie theater, and it's just like, they can't hear you. Like, the movie's done, bro. It's a cinematic experience, we know, but it's not a theater production. They're not gonna come on do an encore. But for some people, they're totally into that. Another one, a plane lands. Yeah, we did it. The pilot did his job. All right. There are certain things out there. Daylight savings. Yeah, daylight savings time. Yeah, we didn't die. There are certain little ritualistic things out there that if we think about, we're like, wait a minute, why do we do what we do in that situations? Yeah, nah, I clap for shows all the. Do you, Letta? Some people do. That's A-okay. You do you, man. But that's the main element that I'm trying to bring up is we all do these elements. We all have little ritualistic things that we do. And some of them are so ingrained in our society that we don't even know about. One common that I know is I have a Japanese friend, and for them, they sit through, a majority of them do, through the credits of a movie. I stand the fuck up. The moment that the movie ends and the credits start rolling, I stand the fuck up. I'm out of there. But for other people, the ritualistic element, I guess, is to, I don't know why they do it. I don't know if it's just because, yeah, I'm out of here. Credits start rolling and I'm out. But for him, he was taught, like, hey, wait till the end of the credits, right? If there is one, I got to pee. Exactly. Depends if there's shawarma. But that's the elements I'm trying to bring up is some of us are just conditioned to do certain things already in a ritualistic element. Unless it's I know there's an after credit scenes, I won't stay, man. I got other stuff to do.
今年の麦もよく実っているようですね。
これもすべてエーレンドット伯爵様のおかげですよ。
新しいご領主様ですね。もう古い神に祈る時代ではないですか。
狼は機嫌が悪いと不作を呼びますが。伯爵様が教えてくださった農法にはそんなことはありませんからな。
おお、この地方でこれほどのトレニー銀貨を見るとは。
Question for you guys. Because I know it's happened before in other kingdoms and in medieval times and even past it. It's happened recently. Could this be mass produced in some way, shape, or form? Like, can someone just, I don't know, get some sort of coloring or some aspect like this in a way that is similar? Because I know people have been able to, especially in the past, and even in Eminence in the Shadow, right? We don't got to go that far, where you're literally able to produce like counterfeits or fakes or elements like this, where you're able to use like currency versus currency, right? Or whatever you want to go ahead and label it as, and literally use it as a way to go ahead and preface one another or corrupt one another in that aspect. Yep, nicking the tip of the coins. Yeah, and it's been something that's even today, people try and find a way to schemaz others, right? I'm looking at this and I'm like, how easy or hard would it have been in the past to do something like this? Like, seriously, how difficult would it be to produce something like this? I don't know. But overall, I'm curious to what elements of economics this show is going to go and touch on and how this is going to go and produce. Is it going to be a buying and selling, high price, low price, how to go ahead and deal with certain people, the tactics used for like foot in the door technique, like, you know, logical thinking versus say emotional based thinking. Like, where are we going to go in this situation when it comes to the economical side of this aspect? And also hearing the whole aspect of agriculture being changed in this.
驚きました。
まさに伯爵様のおかげです。
値段交渉人はいい仕事ができるようになりましたか？
Wow.
やれでしたら見事な働きぶりです。商売のことあなたに教わったと常々口にしておりましてな。
本人の努力の賜物ですよ。
やれもロレンスさんとの再会を楽しみにしていたのですが。
残念です。
今夜は泊まっていかれませんか？
ありがとうございます。ただ、買い付けた品の支払い期限が迫っておりまして。
Oh shit.
また伺った時にでも。
Sombrero, gracias. Come back in 9 months, Mr. Kraft. There's gonna be a lot more babies in this town. Come back in 9 months, Mr. Kraft. It's a big celebration time. We had a good harvest, a good wheat. It's time to explore different possibilities, Mr. Kraft.
よそ者が一人でいてもな。
The start of the boom. Oh.
新鮮な野菜だ。うまいだろ?
Oh, that's me with fucking Loki, bro. I come home from work and I talk to this doggo. Hold on. I want to hear a big ol' awoo, motherfuckers. Where were you at? Hold on. You want to tell them? Do you like this show so far, Loki? Huh? You like this show so far? Yeah. Oh, okay. You want to tell them about woo? Okay. Woo! There you guys go. Hey, sir. Sir. Thank you. I'll get... What, you want a snack? Oh. What the dog doing? He says he's here to support the wolf in this show. He says he supports the wolf in this show. He's pro wolf here of it. All right, thank you, Loki. Thank you. You wanna a wolf for them? Oh no. What, Loki? Okay, he's like, I'm done with you. No, you want a woo for them? Here's the mic. Talk to them, Piccolo. Talk to them. Okay, I think he's a little stream shy here. All right, let's go. Come on, let's go up. Thank you. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. You want to show? You gotta give snacks. I know. You guys are lucky. Otherwise, you would have wooed so loud. It would have been. It would have woken some of you guys up. But the element that I'm trying to bring up here is sometimes we talk to our pets. Sometimes we talk to individuals that we travel with for a while, right? Because they carry some meaning to us, and because we build those bonds, because we build that propinquity with them, because we have those attachments. That's why I think it's like, and overall, it's also good. The dog knows it's hollow supremacy. Damn.
寝るか?
Hey, yo. Wait. Wait.
起きろ。ちょっとお前、人の荷馬車で何やってんだ。おい。耳。
Wait. Hey! Wait! I'm about to woo, motherfuckers. My back. Oh, I have a bad back, and I just wooed so hard and it flow. Oh, woo, motherfuckers. Oh. Hey, yo. What those hands do? Now, chat. What? That is the everything stays covered. Yeah. Yeah. Aww.
良い月じゃ。酒などないかや。
そんなものはない。
Damn.
お前は何も。
食べ物は。おや。干し肉かや。
Hey, yo. First off, brother, how much you want for that, like the fur pelts that you had in there, brother? I'm sure they smell delicious right now. She hates wasting meat. Don't sniff the pelts. Can't be real. Holo bathwater. Guys, oh, I love you guys. But at the same time, in a situation like this, how would you react in an environment like this? Number one, if it's following the traditions of what we know, right? What are the power dynamics? Is it this wolf god thing, human, wolf god, human, or is it... Where are the power dynamics in this? Specifically in this environment. How do you guys think that these power dynamics will present before the... And the reason why I'm talking about this is, how do you think that this element in the story of itself will go forward? Because is she at this top pedestal looking down on him? Is she down here looking up at him, or is this equal? And this is on both their perspectives. How do you think they are? When we're talking about this affects the way that we communicate with others, right? This affects the way that we use our language in communication and how we build that trust. My big thing is the way that she comes up and it's just very casual makes me believe that it's not this and it's one of these two. It's either that they're in the same field or she kind of places them higher. Just because of the fact that she does not come off immediately, strikes him, tells you, like, you know, I want you to kneel down and lick my feet, you know, or anything like that, right? Like, there isn't a big predispositional set of power in that. For free? Yo. Hey, yo. Would she submit to you 10-hour challenge? But that's the element I'm bringing up is power dynamic wise. Where would she be positionally or sub-positionally in regards? So far what I'm getting is it's one of these two. And even then, why? Why is the real question. Why is she presenting this way? A bit of kiss shot.
わっちに剣を向けるとは恩知らずじゃな。
なんだと。
そうか。主は村の人間ではなかったんじゃな。すまぬの忘れとったわ。
Hey, yo.
村を出たくてこの場所。
I wish that was my meat. I mean, I love power dynamics, especially if I'm the bottom. Guys.
乗り込んだんじゃが。もう出とるようじゃな。わっちの名前はホロ。しばらくぶりにこの姿を撮ったがな。
Okay.
なかなかうまくいってるな。
ホロ？
ホロ。良い名前じゃる。
I would have fallen in love instantly. I hate to put it this way. You know, brown, red hair, I guess. Core Fox, thanks so much for the sub. The eyes, bro, red eyes. That would have been game. That would have been game. That's all I gotta say, brother. I would be a tier 3 instant, you know.
奇遇だな。 俺もその名前で呼ばれるものを知っている。
ほう、ワッチはワッチ以外にホロと呼ばれるものを知らなんだ。どこのものかや？
この近辺の豊作の神の名だ。お前は神なのか？
ワッチは神と呼ばれて長いことこの土地に縛られていたがの、神なんて偉いもんじゃありんせん。ワッチはホロ以外の何者でもない。生まれてこの方ずっと家に閉じ込められていたおかしな娘とでも思っておるんじゃろ。ワッチの生まれはここではない。もっとずっと北の大地じゃ。
北？
夏は短く冬は長い銀色の世界よ。生まれ故郷はヨイツ。
Is that the place at the very beginning? Is this the fucking opening? Is it? Whoa! Wait a minute! Oh, are we bound for a world of hurt? Hold on. Are we bound for a world of fucking hurt and pain and love? And I'm looking at this and I'm like, whoa. I love the drums. I love the fucking elements that are being showcased here, man. Like even just a like, you know, like giving us a sense of purpose, a sense of urgency. But even the way that she's speaking in this regard. Here's my question. Why now? What is this aspect of change that has caused her to want to try and leave? And I don't mean this in a bad way. I'm meaning this in like, this is like intellectually like picking at me. And as a therapist, if she was here, right, this would be an element that I'd be like, I wonder like what brings you to make this sudden move? What is your agent of change? Is it the fact that like, oh, this has been done 1,001 times and I now feel like the need to want to move north? Is it the fact that, hey, you know what? Maybe traditions and the reason why I was even here in the first place started dying out. Hey, maybe I'm feeling lonely. Maybe I'm feeling sad. Maybe it's because I want to experience friendship, love, whatever it may be. Why now? I'm super curious.
ヨイツの堅牢ホロといえばワッチのことじゃ。主は行ったことあるかいな？
ヨイツ？いや、聞いたことがないな。他には？
人の姿は嫌いではないが、いかんせん寒い。
Brothers.
おい！お前が本当に堅牢ホロだというのなら、証拠を見せてみろ。
この耳と尻尾では飽き足らず、主はワッチに狼の姿。
I don't know if that tail is a butt plug. I don't know if those ears you got for Twitch TV / you know, hot tub meta Neko stream. I gotta see a little bit more. And I actually have a genuine question for you guys as well, which is, how furry is too furry, chat? Like if she were completely covered in just like fur, is that a no-go?
姿まで見せろと？
そうだ。
それは嫌じゃ。
なんでだ？
そっちこそなんでじゃ。
お前が人なら、俺は教会にお前を突き出す。悪魔つきは災いの源だからな。
教会は嫌いじゃ。
なら、
Sure.
村に戻って村長に。
それも嫌じゃ。
だがもしもお前。
Hold on, we're backing it up.
神の姿まで見せろと？ではないが、いかんせん寒い。
Thanks so much for the follow, Core Fox. Appreciate it, my man.
おい！お前が。
I love this because this is, in essence, what is called essentially a rupture and repair process. Guys, how furry is too furry for y'all? Where do y'all draw the line? Now, I'll be honest with y'all. I'm thinking like a 2 or a 3. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I'm thinking like a 2 or a 3. You know, probably more towards the 2. Like this, like right here, this aspect. You know. 3 might be passable from time to time. 3 might be a little too much, but I'm thinking 2 or 3, brother. That's sort of where I'm at, you know. I don't know about you guys. YouTube, where do y'all draw the line on this? But also, why am I falling in love with Holo? And rupture and repair process. Please reconsider. This rupture and repair process. Look at the tactics that he's trying to use here, right? Hey, if you're really the wise wolf, show me some proof, right? Hey, logically, show me the proof. Show me where it's at. Let me go ahead and confront you with this. She retorts immediately, hey, look at the proof in front of you. He doubles down. Him doubling down. Wise move, but it shows me that they do two very different tactics. Or they think very, very differently in the ways of confrontation and rupture and repairs. And how they would approach people, right? So I'm assuming that he's much more, of course, right? Being a merchant, you have to be much more logically oriented. And then the way that she's thinking, even with the whole like church aspect that comes up in a little bit, very emotion based. And even her ears flopping down, all of this, very emotion based. Question? When he's dealt with confrontation, though, he looks away. Yes, she is naked, don't get me wrong. Yes, that could be a big element. Why? But when he's dealt with the reverse confrontation element of explain yourself, very interesting. Very, very interesting. In a way that it showcases these two characters. Yes, they have their back and forth, but they have their own unique tactics. And I think that's what makes them fucking beautiful in how they're approaching things. Right. There we go. There we go. Same, brother. I see someone that cute. I'll be honest, bro. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for, like, if I see someone like emotionally, like they're like pouting and they're hurt, I'm just like, you know what? Hey, it's all good. We gotta fix this somehow. Like, if you really are the god, let's go. Good.
どの化身であっても代償なしに姿を変えるのは無理じゃ。ワッチの場合は行き地か、それかわずかの麦じゃな。
麦で。うん。おい、大丈夫か？
Hey, yo. She literally fucking morbed. Now who holds the power, right? But again, oh, hold up. Is this what's going on? And I know some of you guys might be like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Is what's going on in essence, right? Because we have to remember, why if she could transform into this, if she could do 1,001 things, right? These numbers, Mason, what do they mean? Does Holo have like not a parataxic distortion, but plays craft in? Hold on, we got to go into whiteboard here. Hold up. Okay, so what we're talking about here is quite literally Holo coming through, right? Placing this up and putting craft up here, right? In the same essence, and this is how you can build propinquity, right? You can go ahead and put, oh, beautiful, like, lady, god, right? And craft. I hope that makes sense. It's a big circle. Right. But in essence, you wouldn't necessarily think that this is happening due to the disparity or the aspects of self. I don't think propinquity falls under ergo. Wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? The element I'm trying to bring up here, and I think a big one is this, right? I don't know how else to do it, so I guess I'll just do it this way. Can people essentially unite in a way that allows them to communicate not up to each other or down each other, but quite literally through, like, to each other in a healthy manner? Like, does that allow that to happen, right? And that's the main element I'm trying to bring up through that, is seeing the different elements in there, situational dependency in the future. Because I'm thinking about how to build propinquity in an essence that is safe. So, for example, hold up. And I know we're going fucking ham on it, and I know I have fucking professor mode activated here. Let's talk about this a little bit. We have Rothenbrenner's, or not Rothenbrenner's, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? Safety. We literally have a security, and then we have friends, family, right? Love. We have esteem and self-actualization. Where are they at? I had no idea it was homostasis. Where would you guys put these characters at? Even a god, even a wolf god, or even a dragon god, like Sarah's, where would you put them at? So, for example, where would you guys put Holo at? And the more that we think about it, the more it's becoming clearer and clearer to me that she is not in a power. Yes, she does have the power of, oh, she's a wolf god, but she's not necessarily in that power over in that situation. All right? She's lonely as fuck. Is she here? Does she have good, like, you know, she has the esteem of a god, but does she care about it? Where is she having issues at the moment? Security, safety, where's she at? Yo, Holo's at the middle. People are saying Holo is here. Where's Craft? Some people are saying Holo's here or here. But where's Craft? How much security of nothing in human form? But here comes my main element. Is she really there? If she can have, guys, just because you have, you can have other parts of your triangle met, right? Like all the way up here, but still be missing key areas in here. Why didn't she leave beforehand? That is my main question that I'm circling back to. Why didn't she leave beforehand? Does that mean, is it because of friends, family, love? Is it because of esteem? Or is it because of security? Because they did not have the proper resources to leave. Maybe it was hard for them to leave. School Kong, thanks so much for the sub, man. It's like, where were they at in this regard? Even Kraft. Where's Kraft at? Because we haven't really seen much. Yes, he is a merchant. Yes, he is able to go ahead and think on like some higher level terms. Don't get me wrong. Some of us can reach aspects like this. But where's he at? Where is Kraft at? I'll be honest, I'm thinking that Kraft is somewhere down here. I'm thinking that Kraft is in a similar regard somewhere down here. I'm thinking that they're in an environment where both of them are near the same level and they're both fighting toward the same things, which will allow them to connect and fulfill a need. This is what we do, and this is why we get some toxic dependencies and some toxic structures where we unknowingly trauma bond with other people in order to fill some of our needs in our hierarchy of needs. By the way, trauma bonding isn't always necessarily a bad thing. I hate to put it this way. It's just some people automatically hear trauma bond and they're like, is that a bad thing? No, not necessarily. Some people do it just as a way to go ahead and process and go through some periods of their time or periods of their life. And for other people, it's like, hey, you know what? It's a moment, or hey, it's a lifelong friendship, or whatever that may be. It just depends on the boundaries you put, you know? Yeah, no, it's interesting. So fucking good, dude. Holy shit. Bing bong.
おお、ロレンスさん。
申し訳ありません。今夜宿を貸していただけませんか？
それは構いませんが、またどうして？
やれい。
また会ったな、ロレンス。
ベッドはそちらに。荷物はこの辺りにでも。
Oh.
ありがとうございます。
で
Oh.
は留守をよろしくお願いします。
お、これはすごいごちそうだな。
ホロへの供え物だ。狼だけに食わすのはもったいないからな。ここに持ってきた。
You would offer the wolf.
供え物をよそ者が食うのもな。そもそもお前は穀物庫に1週間いる決まりだろ。
Right.
最後の麦を買ったお前に宿ったホロが逃げないようにって。
迷信だよ。麦畑に住んでる狼なんかいやしない。村の皆にとってもただの祭りの口実に過ぎないんだ。
Oh,
こっち
brother.
は俺様のおごりだ。さあ飲め。悠々に。やり手の行商人ロレンスとの再会を祝して。
旧友に
パスロエ村の未来に。
Oh, brother.
村長に銀貨を見せてもらったよ。値段交渉人としていい仕事をしてるみたいだな。
全部お前に教わったんだよ。
This, okay. What food would you guys go for? And I mean this legitimately. I know I'm asking a lot of questions. But in this environment, what type of food do you feel like you would feel the most comfortable eating? Not hollow. That you feel would be like tasty and good, and you feel like would maybe even smell good enough for you. Like that because every food is cooked differently based on time, culture, so on and so forth, right? Meat, sure, for some people it might be meat. You might just have to know that it's not going to have salt or pepper or anything that you put on it, right? Bread or chicken, sure.
そうだったか？
そうだと思う。
Oh, SP.
何年前だかな。俺がこの村の麦を買ったのは。
そうだな。エーレンドット伯爵様がご領主になる前だ。以前の領主は税金を絞り取ることしか考えていなかった。税のせいで高値だったこの村の作物を買ってくれる商人なんて誰もいなかった。お前はそんな村に麦を買い付けに来てくれた。
駆け出しの行商人の相手をしてくれる村が他になかっただけさ。
あれ以来、俺も村も随分成長したと思う。信じられるか？今じゃ大きな町の紹介がうちの村まで買い付けに来るんだ。俺はそんな相手と値段の交渉をしてるんだぞ。
ああ、信じるよ。
俺はまたお前と麦の値段交渉をしてみたいんだ。あの頃みたいに。
そうだな。俺もだよ。やれ。
来年も再来年もきっとこの村豊作だぞ。あ
あ、ホロの機嫌が続くといいな。
狼は関係ない。そんなものはいないんだよ。古い神なんていらない。今は教会に盾つく時代じゃない。ホロなんてもう必要ないんだ。
And the death of traditions. Yeah, bro, that fucking legitimately my heart's just fucking breaking. Oh, dude. Can you imagine imagine being Holo, right? And hearing this. Imagine literally or even being like an old grandpa just being like, we don't need your stories anymore. You're going to die anyway. Oh, no, brother. Oh, and they still be locking away Holo every year. Oof. I seen Holo. Oof. But can you blame the villagers? No. I mean, traditions and things change, right? And for most people, it's just a fairy tale. But the elements of that change and the aspect of, like, for example, certain change can bring religion, church, whatnot, can kill off these traditions quickly. Shut up, Grandpa!
ホロなんてもう必要ないか。
ワッチがどうかしたかや？
Oh, what a cute little bed potato. Oh my god. The nameless, thanks so much for the sub, brother. What a cute little bed potato, brother. She's in the sack already, brother.
そんなに驚かんでもよかろう。
お前、
やはりこの姿は冷えるの。
やっぱり村にいたのか。どこに隠れていた？
ワッチはな、正確に言えば麦の中におるんじゃ。収穫の時期は最後に刈り取られる麦の中におって容易にそこから出られぬ。しかし例外がある。最後に刈られた麦よりも多くの麦が近くにあれば、ワッチは人目に触れずに麦の中に移動できる。だからなんじゃ、主はワッチの恩人といえば恩人じゃな。
Just fucking explain the power dynamics as well, brother. Oh my god. Like instantly just like like the power dynamics, like, hey, you know what? In a way I owe you a great debt because this is good writing. This is really fucking good writing. Like if you have some questions and it's able to come up and answer it, all fucking praises to the author here, dude. All fucking praises to the author.
ワッチが怖いのかや？
俺は
Hey yo.
自分から姿を見せろと迫ったくせに。なのに俺はお前を恐れてしまった。
Bruh.
お前が消えたと思ったんだ。俺の前から。
ワッチの本当の姿を見れば、人はいつだって恐れおののいた。そうでなかったものなど数えるほどじゃ。この村にも一人そんな変わり者がおった。ワッチはそいつと約束したんじゃ。この村の麦をよく実らせてくりゃれと。じゃからワッチはその約束を守ってきた。じゃが豊作を続けると土地に無理をさせることになる。
Right.
時には実りを悪くせんとならぬ。しかし村の連中はワッチの気まぐれだなどと言いよる。それがひどくなったのはこの数年じゃ。来年も再来年もこの村はワッチが恨んでも豊作を続けるじゃろうよ。
And I think that's an element through that, right? Is time keeps moving on. Yes, there's going to be good and bad harvests and all of that. But I do have a question, and I guess economic-wise or even like person-wise, how far does our greed reach and our selfishness at times, right? For our own goals or for others in that regards. Like, I don't know how else to put it, but like, how far would you be willing to go for someone that you just met in this regard? Say that you just met Holo. How far would you be willing to go for her? You don't know anything about her other than she's a god, a wolf god of harvest or something. How far would you go? Probably not very far. I'd bend the knee for Holo. We need you, bro. We need you. You're cute.
俺がお前の言うことを信じたとして、
疑り深いの。
村を出るとして、どこか行くあてはあるのか？
Home. God damn, brother. Whew. She stayed because of a promise and now she wants to go back. Whew. Oh. This is so fucking beautiful, brother. The opening shot, like very cozy, very warm, right? And then the way that it showcases it here, it's beautiful storytelling. And this is what I'm talking about whenever I say like anime is amazing. Like anime can go into such deep stories and such deep elements of psychology and elements of self. How are you feeling it? I'm doing okay. A little tired, but doing okay. Like, holy shit, guys. I didn't expect Spice and Wolf to have this much weight. I didn't expect Spice and Wolf to have this much weight when it comes to this. Hydrate. Oh, thank you. How are you, Lena? Feels and Wolf. Oh! Hey, yo! She's hot! Oh no! She's hot! She's precious. Now another thing Ed mentions. What?
10年かけて揃えた一丁羅だぞ。
確かに仕立ても生地もよくこの町にふさわしい。主はなかなかの商人のようじゃな。
それは俺の服だ。
じゃが主は優しいオスでありんす。よもや脱げとは言わぬじゃろ。私は主と旅がしたい。ダメかや。
あ、いいだろう。
This is going to be interesting. And I really want to see how they go forward, especially as they keep building this bond. Because it's already there. And I could already tell this dynamic's probably going to work really, really nicely. Chat, have you found your Holo? Chat, have you found your craft? No. Oh, no. No. Oh. I'm trying. Good, brother. Good. Keep fighting, brother. Not at all. Sag one day. And the reason I'm highlighting this, you really have to ask, is sometimes these stories, right, can showcase amazing romances. And sometimes they can show us our own loneliness in a way and cause that aspect to take the step forward. To maybe even put ourselves out there to try and find someone. To make the road less lonely for one another. Why must you hurt us? Coffee, this is a beautiful fucking show. Oh my god, I'm so glad that we put it up in the fucking poll. Like, we're an hour and 45 in, and I'm like, fucking mind blown by it.
これも何かの縁だ。
まあ、よろしくな。
ロレンス、クラフト・ロレンスだ。
ロレンス。この先未来永劫、主の名はわっちが美談にして語り継がせよう。
To the end of time.
してるわけじゃないからな。食いぶちは自分で稼げよ。
Hey yo.
わっちもただ飯をもらって安穏としてるほど恥知らずじゃありんせん。わっちは堅牢ホロ、誇り高き狼じゃ。
I love her.
ところで、
Oh.
二人で座るとここは少々狭いの。
お前な。おい、あんまり近寄るなよ。
オスならわっちに触れるだけ嬉しかろう。
There's something in that I think is beautiful. Maybe it's the playfulness, right? Maybe it's just the right amount of playfulness and the right amount of like flirtiness, playfulness, like yet seriousness combined with it that makes Holo such a powerful fucking character. Just this first episode, I can already tell I'm gonna love this, man. Just this first episode, the banter between them, right? In this way, beautiful. Even though she's a god, think about it this way, right? It's not like this first episode wasn't showcased by like, oh, I'm a god, action scene, roar, oh, woo, I'm so strong, I don't need no man's help or anything like that, and vice versa. Like, it seems like two individuals that are helping one another out. And that is beautiful. That is fucking awesome to see. And I'm excited. I'm fucking thrilled, legitimately, to see how these characters evolve and grow together. And what adventures or misadventures they're going to get into, clearly from the fucking opening. I'm going to give this episode... Y'all might disagree with me on this, but the amount of depth that was in this episode, a 9.5 out of 10. I'm going to give this episode, storytelling-wise, the way that things were framed, the way that, like, the characters are just, like, so naturally introduced, and you're instantly involved with, like, even not knowing anything that may have happened, disagree, like, a 10 out of 10. It's great. It's fucking great. You gotta remember, I hardly give anything a 10 out of 10. It's fucking beautiful in that way. And I think it does something that a lot of other stories can't really tell, right? Can't really do. So that's why I'm like, this is amazing. And that, like, it showcased the characters in one episode. It's able to go ahead and make us relate to it. It makes us feel warm and cold and go through a mix of emotions so quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you for such a fucking awesome show. Spice and Wolf. Oh. Oh. I love how this is done in such a storytelling way still. Like, you know, for a kid to pick up and read the misadventures or the adventures. Oh, dude, my heart. Ah! Apples. Oh. What is Kraft's goal? Wait a minute. I know we were asking this, but legitimately, what is Kraft's goal in this series? Like, why is he a merchant? Because there's got to be more to it than just to be a merchant, right? Is it to, like, own land, have a house, have a beautiful wife? Like, what is his goal? Because, like, looking at this ending, it showcases a picture of a house, and I don't know whether to take this seriously or not. I don't know if it to take this seriously or not, you know? He wants to open his own store. I mean, it could be. I don't know. I don't know what his goal is, but whatever it is, man. Could be an end. Yeah, 100%. Oh. Why do I have a feeling? Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Is this show, like, it might not. Remember, I get a lot of fucking things wrong too. Is this show gonna touch on the elements of hardships and, like, working through these hardships together with your partner? And I legitimately mean this because, sadly enough, there's we have a lot of relationship dissolutions. But seeing the way that, like, this like, even the ending is showcasing steps forward. Are you asking rhetorically? Because I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, this might be one of those, like, not just like a relationship romance, but like a deep bond that you have with someone. Like some of those individuals that you're their ride or die, and we're either going through our ups or going through our downs, and I'm there for you. And you might question sometimes, hey, is Ed still gonna show up to stream today? Is Ed too sick to show up to stream today? But you know what? I said I was your ride or die, and I show up to stream, right? Like I'm not gonna let you be alone these Friday evenings or Sunday evenings. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm trying to talk about. It's like, is it a ride or die in that environment? What are the relationship dynamics going forward? And I have so many questions as to whether or not, like, is it going to be a straight shot? We're going to go through all of it, or so on and so forth. But with that being said, I think that brings us to the end of episode 1. Before we end, though, we're going to actually analyze, I guess, the original opening and the original ending. I think that's what people wanted me to do. Let's go. Whoa. The art styles. Whoa. Even just the loneliness aspect, like the endless sea of snow in this. Oh my God, brother. And her being the only color in this, and even her skin is snow as white. Oh, brothers. Oh. Interesting how there's, of course, it's the same story, right? But interesting how there's still similar shots, right? Like, even in the first one, there was still the importance of, like, this wheat field and looking across and whatnot. Like, it's fucking beautiful, man. Like, just the way that it's showcased. Wow. So, how many of you guys went through a fucking nostalgia feel watching this first episode then? Like, if you guys watched the original one, how many of you guys went through a fucking, like, holy shit, like, in the remake animation it matches up? Does it? Me, definitely. Yep. Oh, brothers. That must have been amazing and, like, it brought back probably a lot of memories and shit. Traveler sing. Oh. This song is beautiful, dude. Holy shit. It's like hauntingly beautiful. Wow. Like, I have fucking goosebumps, bro. I have fucking goosebumps. That is such a, the wolves, it's like such a hauntingly beautiful, like, melody that just comes through with it. I'm in love, Reagan. Oh. Oh, the wolves, man. With this one, I guess you get the feeling, right? Because it's the same beautiful shot there of, like, it looks a little bit darker. It looks a little bit darker, I guess, in the feeling of, like, this shot makes me wonder of, like, will they, won't they type thing. Like, is she just, like, sad because something happened? Like, is she gonna, like, leave? What is happening in this shot? Like, there's so many little things in here that's just like, oh, I can imagine someone singing this in a cold. Same. I want you guys to just close your eyes for a second. Just let this through. Scared for the characters, yeah. Hold on. That's fucking beautiful. Very simplistic. Even the opening here, even this opening is telling such a beautiful fucking thing, man. Like, I have fucking goosebumps, bro. The more that we break this down, just the opening itself, the more I'm getting a fucking goosebump, like, right out of this shit. Just the singer with the piano. Very, very simple, right? As the stories and shot progress, we get more and more color, right? Look, still cold. A little bit more. Wait for the color shift and we're going to get more. Okay. So now that I've met you is the key word. Colors. Or adding more musicality into it. And then again, that is so fucking beautiful. Like, the composer is fucking insane. Like, I'm fucking trembling over my fucking words here for this opening, brother. Like, think about it, right? Every single time. And the reiteration, it even happens at the beginning of the first fucking scene. Ah! The reiteration that happened, right? Where it's like, you know, a long thing. In the same way that it's saying you, and every single time there's a you, it's adding in more colors, more instruments, more life, more adventure, more everything that's coming through with it. And it's really just showcasing that their relationship is going to keep evolving, right? Ups and downs and whatnot. The name of the song is Tabi no To, which is the first word spoken in the ULP. And then also in this one, you hear the guy backing the main singer here? Like, just showcasing this journey, right? This journey that's happening. And that's scary. That is so fucking scary, man. So hauntingly beautiful. Let's seek what lies ahead. The piano dies down, everything, and it's just her voice that travels through. It's just her fucking voice that travels through. Woo! Ah. Beautiful, beautiful fucking opening. Werewolves are not werewolves. I have fucking general channel for open on the side. Dude, I still have fucking goosebumps. I'm like, this opening. I love haunting openings like that. I love haunting openings like that, man. Haunting openings are like, that carry a little bit of weight, carry a little bit of, you know, it's so fucking good. All right, well, we have the original ending as well. Hold up. Oh. Oh. Dude, I'm fucking I'm like tearing up. I'm tearing up because you can tell the love that they put behind these songs, guys. Like there's legitimately like love and whatnot put behind these fucking songs. And I also want to talk about something that they do with both of them. This is very Brechtian, man. It's like, yes, it's silly, it's goofy, it's a little storytelling, right? Like storybooks. With that, I didn't know if I did it, and I was missing this gem. I had never heard of Spice and Wolf until quite literally when you guys were like, "Oh, let's just throw that in there." I'm over here just fucking tearing up now because I'm looking at this and I'm like, "Holy shit!" Like it's so Brechtian in the way that it's like, okay, like let's say when you go through whatever the episode has, and then this song comes on. Hey, it's just a show. Oh. It's so cute. Just the... Everyone. Oh. And the little kid drawings like... Oh, dude. Oh. Oh. Spice and Wolf is a classic. Is there a whole ton of Holo figures? Please tell me there is. Please tell me there is, because this is beautiful. You have no idea. Please. Please. Whistle around the world. I don't know, man. Even the song itself is nostalgic, and I think they both pair up really, really fucking nicely. In an aspect like this, right, where we can come back over here real quickly. Because that ending is so fucking cool. I'll be honest with you. That's a cool ass ending. And that opening from the OG, fucking goosebumps and shivers, man. It's dark and light. Yeah. Now that's interesting too. Because here it's more so when she opens her eyes. I don't know what the lyrics are because we don't have it, right? But this is fucking awesome. Like, this is more of a grandiose story that's being told, right? She opens her eyes, things continue. I don't know the lyrics. I don't speak Japanese, brother. But we're just going off of the reactions from that. Yes, Terrell, if you have the lyrics, drop them now. Fuck it. During the long journey, I met you and the scenery changed. Every time I think, I'm not alone, I realize the fear of losing you. Today I head towards a place where we can laugh together, weaving our path. Look, it's like the clouds, even in a journey where the destination is unknown. Let's just keep moving forward. For some reason, just having you makes me believe that no matter where, if I entrust myself to the voice of my heart. What? The lyrics full screen, please. Let's just keep moving forward. For some reason, just having you makes me believe that no matter where, if I entrust myself to the voice of my heart, I'll step into the wind on the other side. I want to keep holding hands and keep walking. Let's pray to that sky and wipe away our tears. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, dude. You want to talk about a gut punch of a lyric? Like lyrics in general? This is beautiful, man. Like, this is love. This is love towards the shows that you're doing. And like the openings and shit. I'm not alone. I realize the fear of losing you. Oh, dude, I feel like this is going to fucking break my heart. This is going to... Guys, chat, hold my hand, please. Chat, hold my hand, please. Please hold my hand there. The words you... Okay, the town and the people change, and I remember a sad memory. I'll be with you forever, I tell myself, overriding the passing anxiety. The words you give me, so kind, become my guide. Like the morning when the sun rises, even in times when the exit is not visible, the night will end. Like a blinking star, let's just keep moving forward, side by side, sharing with you, facing many times over. If we light the hope in the fleeting future, let's break out of the misty forest. I want to continue this journey ahead, looking at the moon, wiping away tears. Ooh. Oh. Why do I feel like I'm gonna fucking cry this entire time, brother? I feel like watching this anime is probably just gonna destroy me, dude. I genuinely feel like watching this anime is probably gonna like just absolutely get me, especially like the closer that they end up getting together, and this fear of like losing your partner, losing someone that you love is ooh. Oh, I think I'm in love with this anime. But at the same time, I wanted Reagan. I didn't. This is not what I expected from Spice and Wolf. This is not what I expected from Spice and Wolf. Oh. Now what? Knowing the lyrics, this... You guys know what's sad? And I guess I'm processing this as well. If she's like, you know, the wolf god of harvest or whatever, she's probably gonna, like, if she can live for a long, long time, she's probably gonna outlive him. And he's gonna be nothing but a memory to her. In the stories that they shared. Oh. Oh. Pain Pickle, brother. Oh, I hope she doesn't fumble it like Frieden. And gonna get hit with this right after Frieden. I know, man. I know. Alrighty. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, I hope you guys enjoyed this fucking 2 hours and however many minutes of like literal just going deep and appreciating the episode for what it's worth. I was not expecting this, and I don't keep saying that, but legitimately, I thought this was just going to be like, oh, it's going to be like a little bit of romance. Probably a lot more economy, like, here you go, make money, stocks. No. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's beautiful. I need some fucking Holo figurines. And I'm going to say, I love how, yeah, like, I'll be honest, I'm thankful for Frieden for getting us into this, and I expect some episodes to go over forward. I guess, first episode in, and we're this deep, can't thank you guys enough. Guys, come and join us if you guys want to do some deep analysis like this, either on Twitch or on YouTube. Please leave a comment. It helps the algorithm an absolute ton. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all. I hope you guys have a fantastic night on YouTube. Practice that self-care. And I guess my question for you is, in this anime, is Holo best girl? Guys, have a fantastic night on YouTube.